Hey, what up, guys? Welcome back to another UFC MMA breakdown. And what do you guys think of Fabricio Werdum? His very first title fight looks to be against Cain Velasquez, because they're thinking Cain Velasquez didn't train right, didn't have enough cardio, just looked garbage in that fight. And they're like, hey, maybe we should give him a new title fight and let him see what he's done. And I think what Cain Velasquez will do if they fight in like Las Vegas or California will be devastating. He'll train his ass off. He won't be training up in way altitude, and that's what a lot of fighters did. They threw up when they fought in Mexico City, because Mexico City is pretty high up in elevation. So do you guys agree with the UFC putting Fabricio Werdum's very first title fight in against Cain Velasquez? And Diego the Nightmare Sanchez is basically saying he wants to fight Conor McGregor at 145. He's like, yeah, you're the reason I want to go to 145. He's like, yeah, you ain't going to be able to beat me because I'm going to be the same size as you. Apparently, these guys were going to fight a while ago, but the fight never happened. Do you think Conor McGregor would stomp the ground with Diego Sanchez? I think so. I think Diego Sanchez's time has come and gone. His skill set isn't the greatest. He's just one of those guys who goes out there and swings wildly. But this fight might happen. I don't think so, because there's no way they're going to give this dude a title shot. But a lot of guys who cannot make it at 155 or 170 are now dropping weight to 145 to make it, because they're like, well, we're bigger, stronger guys. We'll probably make it at 145. So do you think he would be able to make it at 145 and have a run and make it as a title contender? I don't really think so. If he's trying to go down there at 145 just to fight Conor McGregor, I think Conor McGregor would light him up, because his days are numbered as a fighter. I think he's on the outskirts of his career. And Paul Harris is temporarily suspended by the Las Vegas Athletic Commission for what he did to Jake Shields. What is up with this dude? I want to know what is up with this dude. Is he crazy? Does he go out intentionally go to hurt people? Because it looks like that's what he does. And he did that to Jake Shields. He holds the hold way too long, and Jake Shields punched him after the fight because it's messed up. He goes out there to hurt people. He doesn't go out there to win fights. He goes out there to hurt people. And yes, he's the biggest draw in World Series of Fighting. Yeah, because he does crazy shit, and people want to see how crazy he can get. One time he jumped on the cage thinking he won the fight, and the referee was like, dude, you didn't win the fight. The fight's not over. And he goes, huh? What? So I don't know if this dude's just crazy or if this dude is just trying to hurt people. And everybody's saying Miesha Tate is on the side of Ronda Rousey. Wow, really? On the same side? Yeah, she's on the side of Ronda Rousey, saying if she fought Floyd Money Mayweather, she would beat him up, she would slam him to the ground and armbar him pretty quickly. And I think that's the same thing that goes for any boxer. If you fight an MMA guy, you're always going to lose, because you train to do this. That's all you train for in your whole life. You don't train to take a leg kick or a body kick. You don't. You're not expecting that. So for the people who are like, well, Floyd Money Mayweather mopped the floor with Ronda Rousey, how do you say that when Ronda Rousey has the ability to slam him down? Even if she's 135 and he's 155, he can slam him down, armbar him, and what's he going to do? Even if she got him in mount and started raining elbows, what's he going to do? He can't. He doesn't know how to kick out and do jiu-jitsu. He doesn't know any of that stuff. So this fight is so stupid. I really want to see it. It's like if you took a collegiate college wrestler versus Mike Tyson or something in his heyday. On the feet, the dude's gonna get lit up, but on but is the wrestler gonna stand there and take a ass whooping on the feet? No, he's gonna shoot him with a double leg, and Mike Tyson's not gonna know what to do. You've seen James Toney get beat up, yeah, and yes, James Toney was out of his prime, but you see what I'm saying? All these boxers, when they clinch up, they clinch, and the referee separates them, and they go back and fight. But in an MMA fight, you get clinched up, you get knees, kicked, elbows, it's anything goes. So I really think that Floyd Money Mayweather would lose and would win if it was a straight boxing match, but would lose in a straight MMA fight. And what is it with everybody saying that UFC fighter CM Punk is just going to get whooped. He's training. It doesn't mean because he did professional wrestling and now he's doing real MMA that he's some sort of piece of garbage or he's a fake fighter. I understand where this dude in the beef on Twitter was saying just because of his name he was able to get to the UFC. And that's true. Just because of how famous he is, he made it to the UFC. If he was just some normal guy like me wanted to get in the UFC, they would laugh at him and go, yeah, what? What's your record? 0-0? You ain't coming into the UFC and getting hurt. So I really think they're going to give him somebody that has maybe like a 2 or 3 record that isn't the greatest well-known fighter because the whole fight's going to be based around CM Punk and what CM Punk's going to do. If CM Punk gets like lit up in the first minute and like knocked out, they're probably not going to really want to call him back because he's not like Brock Lesnar, which is a beast of an athlete who is very big, very athletic. He's a normal dude in size, and he's going to be fighting like 170, and I really think he won't make a run for a title. I really don't see CM Punk running for a title. I just see CM Punk going in there for a couple of fights. Maybe he might have one fight and say, no, God, I got knocked out quick. I'm done. But I think CM Punk is training his ass off. He has good jiu-jitsu, but training jiu-jitsu in a training environment and actually doing it in a actual MMA fight is totally different because when you're training, you're not having some guy swinging for the fences on the ground trying to knock you out. So I really think CM Punk might do pretty decent as a fighter. I don't think he's going to glorify, surprise people, but I think the naysayers are like, oh my God, he's just a professional wrestler. They're going to be pleasantly surprised when he goes in there. Will it be like Batista when Batista did an MMA fight? That was straight trash. Batista looked straight garbage. He didn't even look like he should be in the cage. The only MMA fighter that came from professional wrestling that looked good was Bobby Lashley and Brock. Those are the only 2 guys I've ever seen that came from the sport of, or the entertainment aspect of professional wrestling into MMA and actually looked pretty damn good. Bobby Lashley did pretty good and he's in Bellator, and Brock did what he did and became the UFC heavyweight champion. Just saying, I don't know if this is going to be the same outlet for CM Punk, but we'll see what CM Punk is going to be able to bring to the cage because CM Punk is not known for really anything. All I know is he's trained a little bit of jiu-jitsu here and there, and now he trains with Anthony Showtime Pettis. That's all I know. So we'll see what happens. And he keeps saying, well, I want to fight at the end of the year. I want to fight at the end of the year. I don't think they're going to give him like a Robbie Lawler or somebody like that class because they would just mop the floor with him. It's not like Brock Lesnar who could hang and bang off of one fight with Frank Mir. He was able to take Frank down because of his size, his strength, and he had great wrestling. And what he do to Frank, he really didn't do much besides just rain his hands on him and punch him. That's all he could do because he really didn't have much skills. But we'll see what happens with CM Punk. And why is it a lot of MMA fighters that are in the UFC are now signing with Bellator? Josh Thompson is another one. A lot of guys are going to Bellator. I don't know if it's because the UFC has done it to themselves with this so-called Reebok brand that a lot of fighters do not like, and they can't really wear their own logos and stuff. And Bellator and every other organization's like, you can wear I'll kick you in the teeth, a dentist, I'll kick you in the teeth dentist shirt, and they'll allow you to wear it. In the UFC now, you can only wear Reebok stuff, and if you're not a Conor McGregor or somebody with that level, you're really not making any extra money off of the fight besides nothing. So Josh Thompson's another guy who just went to Bellator. I think Bellator is getting to the point it's getting a lot of great fighters, kind of the same thing. Bellator is kind of the same thing it was when it was Strikeforce. It's going to be that big, it's going to be that great, and they're going to start making great fights. And they got rid of the tournament crap because that shit didn't make sense. But at the end of the day, this is another episode of the MMA Breakdown. Let me know what you guys think of any stories I've ever talked about. If you want to read any of the articles or anything I talk about, you can click the link below. It'll take you to MMAfightings.com where I get all the articles and I talk about them. I just want to give you my opinion on some. And Chris Cyborg did pass her test. Her last fight was clean. So maybe she really is trying to make it to 135 pounds. Would we want to see Ronda versus her? I think it'd be like a one-off fight Like they say, Ronda Rousey's like, well, it has to be 135. And Chris Cyborg saying, I don't give a shit about a title. I just want to fight. And if they made it 140, what's the difference between 5 pounds? What does Ronda Rousey really walk around at? I would love to know if she walks around like 140, 145, whatever. I want to know what she walks around at and how much she cuts weight. Because if she only walks around like 145, why don't you fight at your natural weight and fight Chris Cyborg? I'm not saying the UFC is trying to protect Ronda Rousey by saying, well, Ronda Rousey will not fight her at 145 because they want to protect her as a champion. But I'm saying this fight should happen. It's going to be the biggest fight in MMA history. And UFC 200 is just around the corner. So is UFC 200 going to be that big, huge stadium in Dallas, Texas with over 100,000 people? That's crazy to me if they have that. But at the end of the day, this has been another episode of the MMA Breakdown. I will definitely talk to you guys in the next one. If you guys want me to do any live MMA breakdowns, we can start doing that as well over on Google+. I've tried to do it on YouTube, but the stupid YouTube live streaming would not work for me. I scheduled it out. It would not load the live event. So I don't know what I'm doing wrong or if I have to like contact YouTube or something, but it would never let me actually do the live stream that I scheduled out. So as always, I'll see you clowns next time. Boom, baby!